Good evening, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. 6:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday, May 28th, 2021. And this is not financial advice. This is only intended for educational purposes. The twitter.com link below, if you subscribe, you'll definitely get all of what I'm thinking, major market updates, as well as entry and exit points. The other thing is, click on that subscribe button and you will definitely get all of these Nucypher videos on a go-forward basis, plus all of the videos that I do for the other cryptos, which are RLC, which is iExec, or Decentralized Cloud Computing, as well as GRT, which is kind of like GraphQL on steroids, which is really an indexing and querying capability on the decentralized stack. So let's go straight into where I'm at. So we're at 43.7 cents. This is how much I have bought Nucypher at. I'm not going to go through all of these pricing points. We're just going to move forward here. I don't have any exit points. I don't see this happening this weekend, but I'll keep you all updated tomorrow morning on that. Let's move forward into the markets first and foremost. And by the way, there's a lot more that I'm going to talk about on this, not just the charts. There's some actions going on fundamentally with the company that everyone should be aware of. Okay, so Nucypher US dollar is close to 30 cents right now. Not a fan of it, but it is what it is. We're in the middle of the range. Not too concerned about it. I'm going to be honest. Between the two fundamental drivers for the Nucypher US dollar pair, the benchmark. Let's take a look at the benchmark. As I mentioned this morning, I was thinking we'd probably hit around 35. We hit a little below that. We were like 34.6 for a flash. We're back up to 35. We got to just keep our eye on this thing because it's feels a little bearish, a little bit under pressure. I think a lot of people are keeping their eye off the ball on this. Let's see how the night develops. I'll be tweeting out where I think we're headed as we see a little bit more of this final head and shoulders pattern complete itself. Now, if we go over to the Nucypher Bitcoin pair, we're still in the range. Look, we're still at 848. Relatively healthy, but like it's actually, you know, in a good spot right now. It doesn't need to be 900 all the time, but I expect this thing will eventually start drifting up once we get more stability in Bitcoin. So let's just go over to something that recently happened fundamentally. So there's been a token proposal. There's been a bunch of token proposals lately on Discord, and you know, I haven't really been talking about this because it didn't seem like they had enough meat to go on with this, but it sounds like they finally come through with getting back some information from, you know, the tax and the accounting and legal teams. It took a little while, and they acknowledged that, you know, yeah, it took a little longer than we thought because of the fact that you know, things were out. They had to make sure accounting and legal were sorted, and they got through all that. So just overall, what they're trying to pitch here for this proposal, which is the one they want to go with, is that, you know, the Nucypher Keep collaboration will be implemented as a network upgrade. That doesn't really mean much to me as a trader. The same thing here. No token left behind. I'm not staking. I'm here for the trade. I'm not going to, you know, go crazy with this. I think staking is actually really good. If you want to stake it while you're holding it, you kind of get some coin back in addition to that with a small dilution effect. But that being said, what they're talking about in bullet point number 3 here is inflation in Nucypher and Keep will be suspended by respective DAO votes and replaced by inflation in T. So they're basically displacing Nucypher inflation with inflation in T. Now, what interests me there is that means it'll be less Nucypher per se. So this is kind of interesting. And, you know, and they talk about how they wrap T up. So if you move from Nucypher to T, once you wrap it, you know, there's all sorts of technical complexities. I'm not going to go through all this right now, but just understand that, you know, this is significant to me in the sense that if we, you know, we've all had a discussion not too long ago. I had a video when we talked about the release schedule for Nucypher. We talked about that inflation. And the inflation actually is not something that we really like to see because it has a dilution effect on the core Nucypher, you know, for the holders of Nucypher. So moving that into the T world may be actually effective. We'll have to see how that plays out. A little further down here, we're talking about a roadmap and timeline so that people understand. So Nucypher and Keep communities vote on this. That's June. The DAO, or the governance world of Nucypher and Keep, they will determine the inflation for the upgraded network, the T network. Finishing implementation of that will happen in July, and launching the new upgraded network across all of it so that they're all wired up properly, etc., would happen in August, and then ultimately launching T will happen in September. So that there you have it. That's kind of like the roadmap. I'm going to post this link down below the video in the description, so you'll have it. And feel free to go crazy reading through it. There's a lot of stuff in here, and if you're not overly technical, this might be a little confusing. It's a little bit of economics, a little bit of technology, and a little bit of